Quorum has been established. Senator from the 24th, Senator from the 14th.
Wow, Senator, that took a while.
That did take a while, but here we are back again. So, Senator, before we end our inquiry, I wondered if it would be, and you may have some additional questions, but I wondered if it would be okay with you if I talk to you about the biggest counties in the state of Missouri, because the amendment that we have that impacts the Secretary of State going to different communities to talk about what's on the ballot. I know that the senator from the 5th had put into place an amendment that was read, so I don't have it on my desk, but it was something to the effect that for every 2,000 square miles, we needed to have that.
Thank you, sir.
That presentation or that discussion take place, and I think what we heard from the senator from Dallas was that 2 miles was too small of an area because the biggest county in the state was only, and I have 11,079 square miles. So my point was, I know we have 114 counties in the state, but if we're going to do something like that, I think that we need the Secretary of State's office or some nonpartisan group who is going to explain this to go to each of those counties so that people don't have to drive so far in order to learn about this process. So I was going to just tell you, I kind of Googled those counties. I think I have the first 8 counties, the largest counties in the state of Missouri. What do you think the largest county in the state of Missouri is? Now, I'll give you a hint.
I know what it is.
You do?
We both live in it.
No, not not population-wise.
Not population-wise.
Square mile-wise.
Oh, no, that might
Square
be
mile-wise. So yes, we do live in the most populous county in the state, but we don't live in the largest geographic county in the state.
Let me take a quick guess.
Okay, so do you want me to give you a hint?
Give me a hint.
Okay, so it's also in the continental United States. It's also the name, I think, now I'm not positive, but I think it's our biggest state in the continental United States. Even if it's not, it acts like it is.
Texas.
Texas. So Texas County is 1,179 square miles. And Texas County is in the district of the senator from the 33rd, yes, down in the southern to the eastern part of the state, a little bit to the eastern part of the state, just east of center. Did you find it? Yep. Okay. Also, nearby, next to Texas County, in the senator from the 25th district, next to Texas County, the next largest county by square miles, in the senator from the 25th district, the senator from Dunklin. He could also be called the senator from this district. What do you think it might be? It's a different county, and it's right next to Texas.
Oh, Shannon County.
Shannon County. So instead of calling him the senator from Dunklin, I think that we could call him the senator from Shannon or the senator from Carter or Butler or Stoddard, but I believe he lives in Dunklin, which is pretty far south in that boot heel.
Yeah, it is.
But that's not one of the biggest counties. Yes, okay. Next we go to the senator who is the pro tem of the Senate. His county comes in third with square miles of 931, at least according to the information I have pulled.
Franklin County.
Franklin County, yes. Okay, the next county, now this is going to go back to my time in the House and before your time in the Senate. So when we used to talk about this county that has square miles of 928, everyone on the floor would make a noise that sounded like a wolf. I don't want to say the word because I don't want to use the word even though it's spelled differently. But, you know, what the wolf would do at the moon.
Howell County.
Howell. So every time somebody said Howell County in the House, because we had a representative from Howell, the whole 163 membership of the House would howl as if at the moon. It was actually...
Respectfully, Senator, that sounds like a House
It does, and it was fun.
It sounds like a howl thing.
Right. It was sometimes like the only thing that we laughed at that day on the House side, although it seems like there should be plenty to be laughing at there sometimes. Okay.
Yes.
The next largest by square miles district is has a nuclear reactor. The senator who represents this district sits next to me on the floor, and she is helped by her dog Gracie. Mm-hmm. So that senator, do you know what county that would be? Alloway County with 847 square miles. All right, next, I don't have a good hint for this one.
What's the name of the game? It sounds like we're playing a game.
This
What's
game
that game called?
is, what are the biggest counties in the
No,
state?
but what is the game they have where people got to kind of give hints and do all kinds of weird things? What's it called? I'm having a name blank with the name of the game.
Well, let's come up with the name of the game.
Yeah, but no, it's a real game.
Name that county.
Yeah, Name That County is our game, but what's the game that people play when it's like, you got to kind of like guess what they're doing and kind of animating things?
Is
and
it
people
like a
have to guess it?
password game? I
I
haven't
don't
watched
know.
a
We'll
game
think
show
about
in a
it.
long time, so if anyone
There's somebody
knows,
listening to help us out.
yeah, maybe somebody could text us the answer. I know it's not Survivor.
Not Survivor. but today, we're
I know
playing
it's not
Name
forged
That County.
in whatever that knife making that, I know it's not forged in fire or something, whatever my husband likes to watch. So if
that's
my
on my
husband
list.
Mark,
That's on my
the
list,
day
by the
after
way.
our anniversary, could text me about his favorite forged in fire show. From a senator a former senator up in the upper gallery, Taboo. Is that?
Taboo. That's
oh, it
it.
is?
That's it.
I don't think I've ever
You
watched
never played
it.
Taboo?
No.
Oh, wow.
Am I just totally out of the loop?
I guarantee everyone in your household has played Taboo. You're the you're the lone soldier.
Oh, well, we got another text, 20 questions.
Yeah, 20. I thought
Okay,
it was 21
keep them
questions.
coming,
20
keep them coming.
questions.
All right,
What about Name That County?
name that county. All right, so the next county is going to be hard for me to describe. I used to sit on the House floor by someone from this county, but you won't know who that was.
And I got to throw this one out there. Charades. Have you played charades before?
Charades. I could do charades, but...
Name
okay.
That County's better, but charades might have been the
Okay,
game.
well, this
kinda like
is a good
Taboo.
one to do for charades.
Okay.
This next county that has 812 people in it. So, are you allowed in charades? Like, you have to act it out, right?
Kinda, but let me make sure.
Okay, so I'm going to act something out for you, and maybe we'll get you to the point where you can name this county.
Okay.
But I'm going to give you a verbal hint that what I'm acting out rhymes with the name of this county.
Okay, so let me give you the rules to charades.
Okay.
Just so you know, I looked it up.
Okay.
I didn't know this prior, so don't feel bad if you don't
How
either.
do I describe county? Like,
So charades, you have to act out a phrase without speaking while the other members of your team, which is me, try to guess what the phrase is. That's going to be
okay,
difficult. but we
so
got
I'm
this.
not acting out a phrase, I'm acting out the name of a county.
Okay.
Okay, so, all right, so here is, I'm just going to act this out. Here's my hint, but I'm going to describe what okay, you know what? I'm just going to worry about the people in the chamber. So here's what I'm acting out. So, ready? You have to watch. This is
I'm
acting.
watching.
This could be my next career post politics. So, come on. All right, so here we go.
Breakfast, eggs,
Please don't help the
we
senator.
need some help. We're supposed to be a team thing. We got to get a little bit of help.
Please, I mean, if that was
Whisper.
not something to gavel people on, Mr. President.
So So let's slow down. So eggs, bacon, sounds like bacon. Sounds like, oh, Macon County.
Okay,
Hey,
congratulations.
listen, we're going to make sure this is clear. It's a lot easier to criticize from the sideline.
Well, and I
Man in the
know,
arena.
I know the president
in the arena.
will be ready next
But
time to
at least I
gavel
gotta
those
think-
people helping.
I can assure you, out of 34 senators, maybe 5 would have got that right.
I don't
And
know, there were
wanna-
a lot of people on the sidelines who seemed to have the answers because they were saying them.
No pressure.
And let me say this about that. I want to know, like, if we have a vote about whether my next career is acting or charades, I only want it to have to be 50% plus 1 to say yes, not 60%.
Sounds
as
like
in
initiative
I'm
petition.
trying to get us back to the bill a little bit, but okay, I have the
Well,
next
if we don't
county.
pass this bill, we'll make it a lot easier for you.
Oh, this is great. So would you like to leave that with me? Okay, well, that's sort of what I have, but I only go up to 8. Okay, well, and that would be a good one to, wait, let me see that, because it's different than mine. All right, oh, sorry, so Senator,
Okay?
oh, I put Franklin. This is, you know what, I am hearing from the senator from Northwest Missouri who took me, you know, when I went to his district with my husband, he took me traveling throughout that district. It took like 4 days to get across the district, I think,
I
if I
believe
remember
it.
correctly.
You know,
it's a very big area
But
and a
that one of the biggest
beautiful, beautiful
districts-
part of Missouri.
That one of the biggest districts in the state? It looks like it.
Well, so his list is a little different than mine. It's close to mine, so I Googled mine. He looked up his. We may have to invite him later to play Name That County or charades, Name That County, Act Out That County.
So I have one. It's my turn now, so I have
Oh,
one.
okay.
You know, I think this one might not be as difficult, I hope. So name that county,
Okay,
all right?
yes.
So follow my fingers. Follow
Okay.
my fingers.
Arches, McDonald County.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
Home of the Golden Arches.
Okay, can I tell you?
You know, or the movie Coming to America, McDowell's.
All right, so I have to tell you about Jessica Rigby, who is in my office, who has been my intern, and she's amazing this whole session. And we kind of exchanged gifts today, never expecting that she would be bringing us gifts, but this reminds me of it because McDonald County. So she knows that I love Diet Coke and that I often drive through McDonald's because you can get a large Diet Coke for 99 cents or for $1 or whatever it is.
Okay.
So she gave me a gift card to McDonald's so I could go drive through and get my Diet Coke and always be thinking of her when I did it. So I
That was
couldn't
very
introduce her.
thoughtful.
Yeah, I couldn't introduce her on the floor to say goodbye. We introduced her at the beginning, but today today is her last day with me in the legislative session. And so Jessica, a shout out to you. Thank you to you for being such a big help to my office. I hope you enjoyed working with the team as much as we enjoyed having you. And I'll be thinking of you as I drive through for my really large Diet Coke for 99 cents.
Which McDonald's do you, is
Well,
it one on Olive?
It's usually in Missouri, in Creve Coeur where like I'm running around doing things and I go drive through
The
and get
one on
my.
Olive?
The one on
270?
Olive in Creve Coeur. It's next to Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the movie theater, right?
No, it's sort of in between the two movie theaters. So it's,
Okay.
yeah, it's in between them. It's right near Craig Road and Executive Parkway where
that
there's a
past
Starbucks.
Mason Road?
Pardon me?
Is that past Mason Road?
It's actually east of Mason.
Okay.
So west of Lindbergh, east of Mason, and if I look in there and it looks like there's a whole big drive-through line, I'm like, I'm going to come back later. I just want to
Use
Diet
the
Coke.
app.
Huh?
Use the app.
Oh, you know what? I don't need a McDonald's app on my phone is all I have to say. So, but
don't
now I
need
have
it,
this
but
gift card.
You might
so,
need it for the gift card.
Yeah, you
Okay,
just-
so
okay.
let's try something else because I'm having fun.
Well, do you want me to do one more county?
You do one more county, and then I want to try a different game. It's a little more difficult, but I think it might be worth trying.
All right, but this one, okay, this one I'm going to do differently, so tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, so first of all, you know what that means in charades?
Vain?
It does not mean vain. Look,
Okay. 2? No, is that? Well, you're doing sign language, and
okay, if you've ever played charades, this means
2 words. Two syllables, 2 eyes,
no.
syllables.
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 1.
Okay.
Come on, guys.
Oh my gosh, I have a rookie. I may have to inquire of
Well,
someone
yeah,
else.
I mean, that could mean a lot of things.
Okay, we did this, right? Remember what
Correct.
this is? 2.
2 syllables. 1.
Okay, never mind. Just ignore that.
Yeah, okay. Is that a O? 2 O's.
No, no,
2
no.
syllables that are. Your chief of staff is
He's too
me a
young
hard time.
to know how to play this game.
clearly we know.
Although maybe it came
clearly know
around
what your chief of
generations
staff
later.
does at the holidays with family. Play charades.
Okay.
So 2 syllables. That an O.
You have to look at what I'm
I
doing.
know, but I'm trying to. I got to start somewhere.
I'm the actress here. If you're playing charades, you have to look at the person who is acting out the word, or you really won't get it. And I'm not doing it great yet, so you
And
gave me a little time to
I'm
think.
listening to the senator from Platt. He doesn't know what he's talking about either.
Well,
What is it?
Is that a surprise?
Waves?
I'm just kidding. Just a little joke. Okay.
Waves.
Look. Oh.
Walking pool. Waves. Walking in the. No, it's not a boat. Okay. Ozark.
Thank you to whoever
Nobody
finally.
said anything, actually. I figured that out on my own.
See that we have-
All you had to do was point to the dirtiest stain in the chamber and then do water, and I would have known exactly what you were talking about.
All right, so let me just say this. I think we have some people that want to become senators just because of our interaction today.
Ozark.
Or not.
Okay, so
Okay.
we're going to do one more, and then
All right.
we're going to move on to
Okay.
business. So we're going to try, let's take the alphabet and name a Missouri city starting with each letter.
Okay.
Okay? So we'll start with A.
Augusta.
Okay? Now we have B, Branson.
Hey, I'm doing this by myself?
You did it. A, you got Augusta. Now we have B. I have to guess.
Okay. B.
Branson.
Good.
C.
A city. I want to say Callaway County, but that's not good. C. Chesterfield. Creve Coeur, for
There you
crying
go.
out loud. Okay. D.
D, I'm going to say, I should know plenty. Yeah, Deloche is one, but I'm not going to take that one. You told me. I guess another one. Another one that starts with a D would be, Dexter.
Pardon me? Oh, it's
Dexter.
not a Missouri city? Mm-hmm. What did you say? What city?
Dexter.
Oh, Dexter. I thought you
Yes.
said Destin.
I know
I'm like,
someone from Dexter.
you have moved. Okay.
Okay, E.
Elgin.
Oh,
Isn't that a city?
Is that a city? Elgin?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one.
Thank you.
F. Ferguson.
Good.
G.
G. Does it have to be in Missouri? Can I
Yes.
go to Granite City, Illinois?
No.
G.
I'll help you out.
Okay,
Where's the Attorney General from? In your district.
Glendale,
There
thank
we
you.
go.
Phew,
H. Hazelwood.
great. I,
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to help you out. Western side of the state, senator from the 11th. Where is he from?
Senator from the 11th is from, oh yeah, Independence is a good one. That works. Okay.
J. Jackson.
Hey, I keep looking,
Kirkwood.
right next to Glendale, right?
L. Lawrence. No, I was all thinking Lawrence. That's a county.
no.
That's a county. L, I would say,
Isn't there,
I don't think that's a city, though. Is it considered a city? I don't know if Lake of the Ozarks is considered a city. I'm going to do something. I'm going to try
Lamar? That's a good one.
Lamar. Well, I'm going to guess this one. We don't.
Okay.
L would be another one that starts with an L. City.
Oh yeah, good one.
I probably should have took one.
In
of those.
my neck of the woods, where my kids went to high school,
Okay.
is also, the school district is pretty much the name of the community.
West County.
It's St. Louis County.
Okay.
It is next to Frontenac. It's
Ladue.
Yeah, okay. And I have to say, the senator from Ozark was the one who reminded me of that city, so.
Okay, now we're
How
on
about-
M.
M,
I know one for that one.
Melville.
There you go.
N,
Is Neosho a city?
yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
Neosho.
Okay, so my husband tells me that with the O, that every state has an Osceola. Do we have an Osceola, Missouri? Yes, okay.
Do it, and it's a city. Okay. O. So
P.
now we're at P.
Oh, I got this one. You'll love this one. Let me just say my P.
Okay.
Peculiar, Missouri.
Where is that? Cass County. How do you spell that?
Just like you would spell peculiar,
Oh, wow.
P-E-C-U-L-I-A-R.
I've never heard of that.
That's peculiar.
That's peculiar. Okay. All right, next letter.
U. It's actually my turn, but I'm going to give it to you.
Okay, you take it. It's your turn.
I don't know one off the top of my head, but
Q.
order, quarrel.
I don't know any Q's, actually. I'll pass on this one if you want to take it, because you seem to have something in mind.
I'm just thinking through words that start with Q-U.
Q. I don't know if, is it, I mean, it has to be a city in Missouri that's with a Q,
How
but
about if I,
do we get can we take one hint? I don't know if I want to use
oh,
it,
look
because I
at
feel
people
like
are
I need to use
texting
it
me
for like
answers.
these.
I love
Okay.
this, including my staff. Good job. And then people are texting me things that have nothing to do with this. Okay. So if you want to text me right now with a Q in the state of Missouri, I have
Queen City.
Quincy.
That's in Illinois.
Quincy.
That's in Illinois.
I feel like I'm playing
I
maybe
don't think it's a
with the
Quincy in
wrong
Missouri.
person.
Queen City.
Queen City?
It's
Okay.
a thing from what I understand.
You'd think I would know that.
I mean, well, this person, I mean, if it's not one, he's going to be pretty embarrassed, because he should at least know something about the state, consider that he served the state at some point. But
Okay.
Queen City.
Oh, Queen City, yes, thank you, I got
I'm
it.
gonna trust
And
him and go with
quarrels.
this. Queen
We
City.
are getting some thank you to these people.
And with the L's, we said Ladue, but we could have easily said Lee Summit.
R. Is it my turn or your turn with the R's?
So we're on R. It's your turn.
It's my turn? So, oh my gosh, it's amazing to me, the people that are listening. I love it. Hi, Gina. Hi, Richard. Hi, Tori. Okay, R. Richmond Heights.
Richmond Heights. That's a
Thank
good
you
one.
from my amazing staff.
Yes.
Okay,
So now we're at S.
S.
St. Peter's.
St. Peter's, St. Charles, St.
Charles,
Louis.
St.
Yeah.
Louis.
P.
I know one. I know one.
P is you, right?
I was going to say town and country.
Great. I like centering everything in my district, the heart of
Yeah, you
Missouri.
got a lot. Well, that's only because we have so many municipalities.
We have
In St. Louis
like
County, I
almost
mean-
90 municipalities in St. Louis. We should be able to do the whole alphabet game in St. Louis County, but let's not try that.
Until we get to X.
Okay, so that was T, town and country.
U.
U.
I think I know one.
Okay. University
Union.
City.
Yeah, University City. I was going to say Union.
Oh, Union, Missouri, right. B.
V.
I am getting some great ones for
That's a V. City.
what?
V.
Velda, or isn't there a
Velda
Velma?
City. Bonita Park.
Bonita Park is a great one. Okay.
District.
Versailles, which we would pronounce Versailles,
Ah.
but it's Versailles in Missouri, I think is how you pronounce
That's
it.
a Missouri thing to do.
Viburnum. Oh my gosh, everyone is playing. This is like, okay. W. Easy. Washington, Missouri. Right?
Washington, Missouri is a good one.
Okay. X. Hey everyone, weigh in. X.
X.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
What?
I don't think there's one that starts with an X.
why? That was a little joke. Like, why is there none that starts with an X? Okay. So we'll go to Y.
Yeah, there's no X's.
Oh wait, I missed T, didn't I? T a long time ago, one of my favorite ones for T was sent to me as tightwad. Is there really a tightwad, Missouri?
Is there a
yes,
T?
says Tony,
Yeah.
whose name also starts with T.
And I think there's a Tallapoosa. Tallapoosa. No idea where it's at, but it's
Well,
one.
I think tightwad is much more fun.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And so are we on W? No, I did get a W that I had, I just saw, let me find
They
it
said
again.
there's a
Wentzville.
bank. There's a bank of tightwad. There's literally a bank.
There's a bank in
Could you
tightwad.
imagine banking
Okay,
at a bank
that
called
is-
tightwad?
I'm
No way
sure
I'm giving
there-
them my money.
I'm sure there's only one. I don't think they could support more than
I want to
one.
know how long they've been around.
So we did
Why could they have a
UVW,
tightwad?
so X, so Y. Did we do a Y word? I don't think we have, no X or Y, but I have a Z because somebody sent it to
fact,
me.
Though, fun fact, Senator. They say the senator from Dunklin, since we were talking about him earlier, his father grew up in Tallapoosa.
Tallahassee?
Tallapoosa.
Tallapoosa?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure I know what you said, but I trust that you and the senator from Dunklin and all those other counties
In New Madrid
in the
County.
Bluefield. All right, so I have a Z1 that comes from a former representative with whom I served. Ready for my Z1?
Yes.
Zalma Village.
That is the only one in the state of Missouri.
Are you cheating?
Well, I mean, I accidentally looked at my phone and my amazing, amazing executive assistant just so happened to send me a text and it just said
Okay,
there was only
well,
one
so I did see a note that there's literally a bank of tightwad, which is just crazy. Oh, there's also Zora, Missouri, so maybe that's not the only Z.
Dora?
Zora. I have a lot of good ones.
I don't think that's a city. I
Oh
think
my
that's a
gosh,
street.
this is great to see all the people listening that want to play this game. So I think we're at the end of the alphabet, if I remember correctly, like 26 letters.
Well, with Y, did we ever do Y? What did we do for Y?
What do we do for what? Y?
Y.
We didn't do a Y. Nobody seems to have a Y.
Youngstown.
Youngstown, Ohio, perfect.
But
Is there a
isn't that one in
Youngstown, Missouri?
Got to be one in Missouri.
Well, if there
I
isn't,
feel like Youngstown is like Springfield. It's one in every state.
well, okay,
I do have a question, though.
okay. I hope
Which
it's,
Springfield was The Simpsons from? Illinois?
Yes, that is a really good question.
Or
And
Missouri?
You think it was Missouri?
I think Bart was he seems like an Illinois guy.
I think Illinois, yeah.
Yeah.
But that is a question
Homer-
that will
Homer definitely
long
is an Illinois
outlive
guy.
our terms in the Senate, right? Which,
This was pretty cool.
okay, so, wow, I'm getting like real questions from constituents, not just names of cities. So,
Yeah, I got a real question too, actually. But
Zebra in Camden, there's a Zebra, Missouri.
I'm not familiar with that one. But I will say, so my constituent, Ben Centuria, he came up with a really cool one too. He said it's also fun to use the alphabet with geographical features like lakes, rivers, mountains, sections.
That's all I know, are lake, rivers.
I don't know any of the mountains
valleys.
around here, but we do have lakes.
We have lakes, we have rivers, lots of M words on the rivers.
We have rivers, but I only know the big ones.
And a sea. Well, all right, so what's the next game? Because I think you're in charge of games. I was really going to do policy.
Well, I don't mind doing policy, but the thing about it is, why talk about policy when it's bad policy? You know, there's nothing productive about bad policy.
I agree.
And I think if this had not showed anything, excuse me 1 second, Senator.
Sure.
Mr. President,
Senator from the 14th.
I got too consumed in our great games, I realized there's an absence of a quorum.
Nobody really cares about your games, evidently. The senator from the
people get
14th has
smart,
noticed
right?
an absence of a quorum. Sergeant of Arms, please summon the Missouri Senate.
Testing. Okay, there we go. My mic is on. Okay, guys, looks like we have some dead air right now on YouTube, so I thought I'd fill in some of the gaps here for those of you joining us. And thank you for all of you who are joining us. We're in the process of trying to defeat a bill in Missouri right now. It's HJR79. You guys know what it is. We've been talking about it since January. This bill must be defeated or the language replaced, from HJR132. For those of you who don't know, this is a bill that actually makes the ballot initiative process in Missouri almost impossible for the citizens of Missouri to actually get a ballot initiative done by way of petition and vote. Now, what they're doing is they're basically this is okay. If you talk to a conservative up in Jeff City, this is what they'll say. They'll say, "Well, it's too easy to change the Constitution in Missouri. It's too easy, for them to bypass the General Assembly." Well, that's correct. It is. It is maybe just a tad too easy, but we can deal with this on the side of the vote and not take away the ballot initiative process. If I have a better idea than a senator does, and the Senate doesn't want to take my bill, then I have a way to get my idea in front of the Missouri voters. And that's, kind of what a ballot initiative process is all about, is bypassing your state's General Assembly. So, at any rate, that's what we're dealing with right now. Now, for those of you who are wondering what's going on, what's all this nonsensical conversation going on right now, this is actually a filibuster. And it's live, and it's in the Missouri Senate. And they're filibustering, basically, and when the microphone goes off and it's dead and you can't hear them talking anymore, it's probably they're having a meeting here to determine how they're going to continue the filibuster, or if there's negotiations between the Democrats and the Republicans to end the filibuster, or something of that nature, basically probably going on. So, at any rate, I figured we'd go ahead and cover that just a little bit and tell you we're not a right-left paradigm organization, the Missouri Freedom Initiative. We're about liberty. We're about the Constitution of the United States. We're about the Bill of Rights. We're about the Missouri Constitution. And the ballot initiative process is very important to the people of Missouri. This is a freedom that we're not willing to give up. And this is something they're trying to take away. And by they, in this case, it's actually Republicans that are trying to take that away. So we've been working on this. There's lots of grassroots organizations, well, more specifically, 2 others that I'm aware of. We partner up with other grassroots organizations when we have, basically projects we're working on together, like ending HJR79. So I'd like to give a shout out to Ron Calzone with MissouriFirst.org. So he is definitely into killing this bill as well. In fact, I've talked to him as well as our good friends with Show Me Integrity and Conservatives Against Corruption. So these organizations are definitely aligned with us, and there's a solution to the problem. We're not just trying to kill the bill to kill the bill. We recognize there are problems, but the language in HJR 132 is much better because it still leaves the ballot initiative process open to Missourians. The average person can still get a ballot initiative done. And that's what they're trying to take away in HJR 79, along with increasing the amount of votes necessary to get a ballot initiative done in the state or change the Constitution in Missouri. So that's what we're dealing with, gang. And I want to thank you for joining us. I mean, a lot of this is really stupid. I realize that. But this is the filibuster process. This is the, because of Dean Plocker in the House of Representatives, basically preventing any bills from getting through that we cared about. He stopped all of them, including HB 2009. That was Susie Pollack's bill. He single-handedly is relative. He used Rudy Veit. He colluded with Rudy Veit to actually get that bill stopped. You guys know what happened there if you've been watching our channel. And that was really, really sad. That should never have happened. And Casey Rich, I want to say thank you very much. I know you're leaving messages here with senators. I've been doing it all day too. Well, not all day actually, but but I've been doing it for about 2 hours. So I've called every single senator today, and but I've been doing that a lot lately, just to let them know. And by the way, gang, please put something in the chat here if you have any questions, if you guys need any information, if you guys want to look at the bills or anything like that. If you guys scroll back, I do have the Senate roster. I believe the Senate roster is actually in there. I'll put it in there again, so you guys could actually give these guys a holler. There we go. Senate roster is now in the YouTube chat again. So we're just waiting for the live feed to resume, from the Missouri Senate. And hopefully they will resume sometime soon. And also, now I've got the opportunity to talk here because we have some dead air. This isn't the point of this particular live stream or anything, but we do have a new home.
Quorum has been
there
established.
We go, they're back.
Senator
Okay,
from
guys.
the 24th and the 14th.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator from the 14th, I have got to tell you about some stories that I've heard and some texts that we got about our Name That City. So are you okay to kind of just go back? I've heard from a lot of people, and I know you have too, but I want to tell you a story I just learned about. There was a city in southwest Missouri. It's not called this anymore, but it was called Smackout. And when people asked why, there was one little store there.
Hold on, Senator, 1 second,
Yeah.
please. Mr. President,
Senator from the 14th.
getting a little loud in the chamber. Having a difficult time hearing the senator.
This is important information we're putting out, so you're right, it needs to be quiet.
Please keep your conversations to a minimum or take them outside the chamber.
Well, they probably shouldn't go outside of the chamber, but that's fine.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Senator, because I do not want anyone to miss this story about the little town in southwest Missouri called Smackout. And the reason it had that name back then was because there was a little store in that town, and when you went in there, it turns out it was smack out of everything. Mm-hmm. I guess it got some stuff in because they changed the name. And then it was much funnier when I heard it than when I told it, but I'm still working on that next career, so I'll get better.
It's pretty good.
The other little town, there was a husband and wife that had a disagreement about the name of this community, and one of them called it Possum Trot, the husband, and the wife said no, it was Prairie View. So I don't know if any of the people here know where.
Is it Prairieville?
Prairie View.
Prairie View. Where's that?
Prairie View,
Prairie View.
Southwest Missouri.
Okay.
It used to be Possum Trot, or at least somebody's mom thought it was Possum Trot, but now it's Prairie View. So those are the P letters. And then why don't I read one, and then do you have some more that people sent you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to say for the Y, I also got Yancey Mills.
Yancey Mills.
Yes.
Where is that?
I don't know, but I know my chief of staff knows because she's the one who sent it to me, and so I'm going to guess maybe it was in her neck of the woods, and she is from Joplin. So.
Yeah, I have a friend. I was telling her I had a friend. Fun fact, interesting fact. I won't say fun fact, but interesting fact. I had a friend who grew up in Carthage, which is right outside of Joplin, and I remember coming down to volunteer when Joplin had that very disastrous tornado.
Right. Well, so here's my memory of Carthage, and it goes way back before you were born. When I was in high school and I was on the debate team and the drama team, and Carthage was one of the school districts, somewhere in Carthage. I don't know if that was the name of the district, but we would go there for tournaments, or they would come to St. Louis County for tournaments. So that was way back when, and I have lost all those skills and abilities. Okay, so Youngstown. I know for a fact that Youngstown is in Ohio because I had a client there back when I worked in the advertising business, but we got a text that says Youngstown is actually in Adair County. in Missouri.
So it's a thing.
I got that from several people, actually. So I have, and more information, Youngstown is in an unincorporated area in Adair County. So I hope everybody's marking
And-
down their geography.
Just so I'm clear,
Yes,
Adair County, where is that in the state? To be
it's north, and I believe it is, I want to say it is in the district of the senator from, I was thinking from the 18th, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me look. I'm
Senator
trying-
from Shelby.
Yes, it is. The senator from Shelby is also the senator from Adair, Schuyler, Scotland, Clark, Lewis, Knox, Lynn, Macon, we said Shelby, Marion, Sheraton, which is
Randolph.
actually the seventh, according to my information, the seventh biggest county geographically in the state. Randolph, Pike, Rawls. The senator from the 18th has, well, not quite as many counties as I have municipalities, but she's
in
got a lot.
Kirksville.
Kirksville, another, but Kirksville is, oh yeah, that works. Okay.
Well, but I mean, it's up in northeast Missouri. That's what I meant.
Right. Okay. We talked about zebra. Oh, there's a Zora County, according to someone who works for the state government, but not in the legislature. Zora County. I'm not naming names because I don't know if people want me to. A lot of people.
Which I understand, and I revealed a couple names, and I hope they're okay with it, and because you want to definitely respect folks' privacy.
We got a lot of Versailles, and we have somebody who used to work in the Capitol, is now a lobbyist, and is originally from Town and Country. So she requested that when we got to the T's, we did Town and Country, which you did. Right? Yeah. Okay. And then, so I named some of my people too, which I don't know if that was such a good idea, and then LaQuay and Taboo, we did those. And then I think I'm sort of back to normal emails.
But I do, so Senator, I do have a fun fact.
Okay.
That was sent to me. So they said that Howard County,
Yes.
it used to go from north of the Lake of the Ozarks into what is now 3 counties in Iowa. It was the largest county in Missouri, and Franklin, Missouri was the home of the Land Title Office, where folks went when they were headed west for the great land grab.
Okay, so wait, I want to go back to your first statement. Are you saying that Iowa annexed some Missouri land?
Yes, according to this fun fact.
Wow.
That Howard County used to go from north of the Lake of the Ozarks into what is now 3 counties in Iowa. It was the largest county in Missouri, but also Franklin, Missouri, where the senator from Franklin is from, Pro Tem, was the home of the Land Title Office, where folks went when they were headed west for the great land grab. Now, Howard was founded in 1816.
I was not even alive then.
Of course not. But these were the counties in Missouri today that were once inside the boundaries of Howard: Boone, Cole, north part of Miller, Morgan, north parts of Benton and St. Clair, Henry, Johnson, Lafayette, Pettis, Cooper, Montauk, Saline, Clay, Clinton, DeKalb, Gentry, Worth, Harrison, Davies, Caldwell, Ray, Carroll, Livingston, Grundy, Mercer, Putnam, Sullivan, Lynn, Sheraton, I guess if I'm pronouncing that right,
Yeah.
Randolph, Macon, Adair, and possibly parts of Shelby, Monroe, and Audrain. Also, the following counties in Iowa. So The point is that Howard County used to be pretty much almost the size of the entire state.
Right.
Before they started creating
That's
other
huge.
counties.
This
And-
whole huge area.
And I think you're right, based on the information that I got, that there were parts of Missouri that had been annexed into what is now today identified as Iowa, the state of Iowa.
Wow. So, I don't know. I'm wondering if we should go back and take back some of the land that it sounds like it was rightfully ours.
Well, if you look at the map, I guess they had to kind of
Got
create
a nice
straight
even
line.
border at the northern part of
Yeah,
the
like
state.
a little straight line. So I guess
Right.
they wanted to just kind of make a clean cut.
Right. Well, it's,
Oh.
yeah. So I have a text from a chief of staff, not mine, who said, and I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce this correctly, but West Eli or Eli Mo, West Eli Mo is actually east of Eli Mo. Isn't that interesting? So we have West Eli Mo to the east, and then Eli Mo to the west of West Eli Mo. So just in case you have any trouble with directions and you end up there, you will be totally confused. That's in Marion County, and I think that it is really important for us to know that and to make sure that we have a really good map or turn it upside down or something when we're driving. So,
Yeah, but the geographic part of it is extremely fascinating because Missouri is a pretty big state.
all right, yes. Missouri is actually an amazing. I love the geography of Missouri, but this is actually interesting. So I don't know if you remember. Oh, so I've heard from the senator from Shelby that it's actually pronounced Ely. Ely County. Okay. Or Ely, the city. All right. Listen to this. This message was sent to me. So Missouri must have a blue eye. Is anybody familiar with Blue Eye, Missouri? So,
Got a couple head nods.
the senator from, I was going to make the same mistake that people often make, and I did not. The senator from
Dallas.
Thank you, Dallas. I wanted to say Buffalo because, yes, but the senator from Dallas knows about Blue Eye. So, this harkens back to a discussion that we had on the floor about book banning. And so this person writes, if so, does that mean Missouri has the bluest eye? So you remember I started, I have that book in my desk. Okay. So that was pretty clever and funny.
I love how
For
the
some of
educator. I
us.
love how the subtle educator in you comes out. It's kind of
Let
fascinating.
me pull out my book too.
Educators are very visual. It's like you say something, but you give them a visual.
Well,
You're
especially
like,
when you
my
teach
book?
kids in elementary school,
Yeah.
They need to see it and touch it and feel it and hear it and get
Give
it
them
in many,
visuals.
many, many different ways. My husband had sent me a list of the cities in Missouri with Missouri zip codes that start with Y, and I think he added some to the list we had. So he sent Yarrow or Yarrow. I'm going to say Yarrow.
How do you spell it?
So you tell me, how do you think you spell it?
Okay. Now, what is it again? Pronounce it.
I would say yarrow or yarrow. These are Y words, so we'll start it with a Y.
Well, part of me wants to just say Y-A-R-O.
Okay, well, that would be logical in Missouri, perhaps, but this rhymes with sparrow, so I'm going to give you another chance to think about the word sparrow.
Y-A-R-R-O-W.
You got it. Good job.
I was in a spelling bee quite a few times, and I remember the word, and it was a very simple word, but I lost the spelling bee because of the word sapphire.
Really? How did you spell it? With an
I
F
left-
instead of
yeah.
a PH?
No, I left off a P.
Huh?
I left off a P.
Oh, yeah. So Sapphire is my chief of staff's birthstone. I just happen to know that. She's upstairs now. But, okay. So Yarrow or Yarrow was one of the words. Yates, Youngstown, Yount, and Yukon are cities in the state of Missouri. So thank you, Mark Shoup, for listening at home. I like to know that at some time you're actually listening to me. It's probably easier when we're not in dialogue. Just kidding.
Well, I have to thank Mark because I still to this day, I don't really want to say it because I don't want someone to steal it, but he should have created an app because I still utilize his site for those who enjoy golf, play golf, or just like reading up on Missouri golf courses. They should check out mogolftours.com, which is a phenomenal site. I use it all the time. I read the reviews before I play a golf course. It's a very good conversation starter with people who like to play golf that you can like say, hey, have you played this course? And when they tell you about a course, you can read up on it. So it's a really good like networking, but also informative thing. So really shout out to Mark for that, because that's been a game changer.
Well, I appreciate that. So I just want everybody to know it's not a commercial venture. When Mark and I both traveled at the same time, it was after my first session in the Senate, and I went to visit as many senators as I could in their home districts to see what they wanted to show me, their opportunities, their challenges. It was a great trip. And as I was doing that, Mark was also traveling the state. We tried really to coordinate really well, but his job or goal was to play every single golf course in the state of Missouri. He is literally there between 350 and 400 of them. He's literally 7 short. Then we ran into the pandemic and he quit doing it for a while, so he swears that he's going to get it done this summer. But he has a website called mogolftour.com. There's no charge. He doesn't charge anyone. He did it as a labor of love because he loves playing golf, and he wanted to let people know about the golf courses around the state of Missouri. So there is no money ever exchanging hands. He did it for fun, not for any kind of profit. That's why he'll never have an app or anything like that. He doesn't want it to be a moneymaker.
Well, I'm going to stop talking from a business perspective. I'll be talking to Mark this summer. But it's a phenomenal site. And for those, even, I think it would even be a thoughtful thing to do, like for people for gifts. If you get someone like a driver, a golf club or something, or some type of, gift pertaining to golf, you could also kind of direct them to this site. And then also I think for like establishing a rapport with people who like to play golf.
Right.
Like what Mark did with this site that I thought was really phenomenal. Not only did he give a review, he took photos that you could see the greens and see what the clubhouse, everything looks like. He gives a very non-biased review on it. He rates them all, ranks them all. Right. And literally, if you go in there, you could find, he has a review on several golf courses in probably every single city in the entire state of Missouri. So I encourage folks to really check it out because it's really, really neat. And it kind of leads me to this. We should do something now. We're not going to do it off the top of our head just because it's just too difficult. But we should do some fun facts. I'm on Mo Golf Tour now.
Oh.
So because we are Democrats, we will look at the best public golf courses.
Okay.
Not the private ones. We want everyone to have access. We're going to talk about some public golf courses in Missouri. So
hold on one second, because I typed in mogolftour.com, and it didn't take me to his site.
I got there just fine.
That is so weird. Like, what?
I think it's a user error. Because I got there, and it took me straight there first try.
All right, I'm going to have to try again. Mo Golf Tour. What the heck?
So he does golf course.
I got there. There I am. Okay.
He does golf courses by city, and I think we should start there. And talk
All right, can
about
I just say about those pictures and things and everything he did? Like he
Did he
talks
make you
about
take
the
the
grass.
photos?
Pardon?
Did he make you take the photos? Because they look professional.
He took them, and I will tell you that some golf courses have called him and said, can we use your photos on our website? Because he did such a beautiful job. So,
Well, he did a great job.
all right, so I'm going to courses and best public golf courses.
No, go to Missouri golf courses by city.
Oh, shoot.
It is very user-friendly, even though
Even though
the
I'm
senator
using
from
it.
24th makes it seem difficult. It's a very, very, very
Oh, my
user-friendly website. All the tabs are very easy to find, very easy to read, very clean website. So if we go to Missouri golf courses by city, let's pick a city, and we should talk about the reviews and the courses in that city. And some people may have played them. Some people may live in the city and didn't realize that they had that golf course, and it was actually pretty good.
Oh, that's a great idea, because we have them in alphabetical order so that
Right.
people can find what they're looking for. So, have you played many golf courses around the state?
I won't say I played a lot around the state, but I played quite a few.
Well, and if Mark is still listening, I will tell him that the senator from the 14th wants to get a game going this
Well,
summer.
we will definitely
Yeah.
do that.
Okay, gang, I'm thinking about stopping the stream here. Although this can be fun and everything, I don't want to be accused of actually robbing people of IQ points to having to listen to this. But I would, if I were you guys, keep an eye on this. Hopefully they keep the filibuster going. I'm going to ask you guys to keep calling Missouri senators. If you guys can, emails as well. Phone calls are actually more effective. It isn't fun, says Robin Downing. Yeah, you're right. It's not fun. And so sorry about that. We saw this during SEPA. It's not fun. They try to filibuster during SEPA. They had one going on for quite some time, and it just suddenly stopped, and they had a vote. And so that was a wonderful thing. I don't know if that's going to happen this time. There's amendments that haven't been discussed yet. So if there's news, we'll bring it to you on this, on HJR79. But right now, it just looks like, it feels like this filibuster is going to go on for a long time. When you have a pause, when there's the feed goes dead, something's happening in the background. So we're always very interested in when the audio comes back on, whether or not the filibuster continues, or they start discussing amendments, or they call for a vote. And but this could go on, like I said, till Friday. So tell you what, I want to thank all of you for joining us. And I would say just keep an eye on this. You guys have the feed. I'll put the feed. Copy. I'll put the feed right back into the YouTube again. You guys can listen to this yourselves. Okay, Liberty Revolutionary says he hasn't lost any IQ points so far. Yep, understood. Yep, but I don't want to be responsible in case it does happen. Because we could all theoretically be much dumber at the end of this filibuster. And it's just a matter of time before they start talking about recipes and sports. And I wanted them to talk about vegetable canning, canning vegetables, fresh vegetables from your own garden. And they haven't seemed to gotten to that. But okay, but please keep emailing. Please keep calling your senators. And, we'll see if we can get this thing defeated or at least get the language changed on it. So apparently the Democrats don't even want to talk about the amendments. There's some good amendments to HJR 79 that make it like 132. And that's what we're not hearing yet. Okay. All right. Robin says I can help with canning. Yep, I'll bet you can. I have a little bit of experience with that as well, but something more interesting for me personally is all I was saying, instead of talking about the nonsense they are now. Okay, guys, one more announcement. You guys see on your screen here, it's called Gilded, and it's going to be our new home. We're going to be moving away from Discord. And tomorrow night when we do our live stream, we'll discuss why we're moving away from Discord. Many of you know already, but there is another Discord server called the Truth, Money, and Freedom Podcast, which I started with a bunch of other folks back in 2017. And Discord has decided to engage in censorship. Let's just say it that way. They're engaging in censorship. And the Pfizer drops that came out, I think that's what caused it. Discord won't tell us. But I think that's what it was. They literally shut down our server and they deleted all the mod and admin accounts for that server. And it's probably because of the Pfizer drop. There was a wonderful comment when I made a video about it on the Truth, Money, and Freedom podcast YouTube channel. Traveling Through Time said, you guys had the best server on Discord. And I can't believe that's, it's got to be a mistake. And the fact is, there's no way it could be a mistake because they deleted all the admin and mod accounts along with the server. So they were sending a message. We'll talk about that tomorrow because censorship is everywhere that there is Google, and it was actually running on a Google platform. So Google is forcing Discord to do this. And we'll talk more about that tomorrow night, though. Okay, gang, if something comes up with HJR79 that everyone needs to know, we'll certainly go live again. I'm going to keep an eye on this, until they quit for the night. And it's going to be difficult for me tomorrow because I won't be home. I got to go to work tomorrow. So, but we'll keep as close an eye on it as we can. And all right, gang, that's it for now. I want to thank you all for joining tonight. You guys all have a spectacular evening. And if new news comes up on HJR79, you'll hear it from us first. Take care, gang. May God bless each and every one of you.